There's a person in everyone's life who becomes their go-to for advice, wisdom, sympathy, or any other type of help, whatever the situation may call for. A person you can always count on, no matter what the circumstances may be. For you, this may be a sibling, a parent, perhaps a very close friend. For me, that person was my step-grandfather, Jim Frisbee. Recently, on May 13th, Jim passed away after a long battle with dementia. He left behind a legacy of kindness and success in everything he did. Although he has passed on, he will be remembered not with sadness, but with great celebration, as his life was fulfilling, joyous, and he made every effort to enjoy it down to his last day. Parting, as they say, can be a sweet sorrow. Of all the things I valued most about Jim, it was his wisdom. There was never an issue too complex or a theory too ponderous for him to consider. I can keenly remember the countless times I would go to him with some question. He would bring up a long-winded story about some historical event or figure that somehow related back to what I was asking him about. He was never too busy to listen intently and offer thoughtful solutions. In addition to his sage advice, Jim was known for his boisterous personality. He had a sharp wit and a sharper tongue, and frankly could roast people better than anyone I've ever known. All in all, even though he has now left the world, I find comfort in memories of Jim and not sadness. I'll never forget his stories, his jokes, or his words of wisdom when they were needed most. And I think it's better to remember him that way, rather than mourning. After all, that's the way he would want it to be.